Good morning, children. The previous class, and we completed a part of the lesson. I will do it. Today, that is part 2, the same lesson. I will do it. Unit 1, reading C, I will do it. So, in the previous lesson, let us recapitulate. In the first para, the beginning of this lesson, he was the brightest boy. He was short. When his seniors asked him to solve the problems in mathematics or science, at the time there was a spark in his eyes. He was born in poor and educated family. His father was a government teacher. Like all the children preparing for the entrance exam, he also was preparing. In those days, though they don't have any coaching centers and proper material, these IIT aspirants would sit on the mandate in the sleepy town of Mysore, preparing for exams. On the next, the D-Day come, IIT result has announced. He got rank in the IIT in Madras. He said to his father told him, "My dear child, you know very well our financial position. I cannot afford you to study in IIT. So these are the things that we have seen in the previous class. The next, what has happened, we'll see. His father was sad that he had to tell the bitter truth to his son, but it could not be helped. The boy had to understand the reality. So the word bitter, it is unhappy. Somebody feel unhappy. His father was sad that he had to tell the truth, the bitter truth to his son. Because he is the only single member of earning in his family. And also, there are 5 daughters to be married and 3 sons to be educated. So based on all the situations, and he has to run up this family, and at the same time he was the brightest boy, and he could know the truth that he cannot afford. That's why he was so sad. But it could not be helped. It could not be helped. The truth, whatever the father said, the truth, it could not be helped to the boy, and that there is no chance. But the boy understand the reality. Yes, that was the situation. Next para, the teenager was disappointed. Here the word teenager, Narayana Murthy. He was disappointed. It seemed his dreams had burned to ashes. Burned to ashes. Lost hopes. It seemed. So the teenager was disappointed. It seemed his dreams had burned to ashes, which means ashes. There is no hopes. Until then, this teenager had a hopes. But when his father said, so I cannot afford you, at the time he felt that he lost his hopes. He was so near to fulfilling his fondest hope, yet so far. So he thought that he was so near to fulfill his fondest hope. See here the word fondest means most liking, the hope or the desire or the wish, whatever. So he is very near, which he liked, the desire or aim to fulfill. But so far, his heart sank in sorrow. When the father said, "Boy, I cannot afford you, so I'm sorry," like when he said, so the teenager's heart was sank in sorrow. Next para. He did not reply. He never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. He was an introvert by nature. His heart was bleeding, but he did not get angry with anybody. So, right, father said, but he did not get angry. At the same time, he never shared his unhappiness or helplessness with anybody. He himself. So, such persons we call them introvert. In the previous classes, when I was teaching the lesson, Nick Vizasik about, so at the time, so this word I taught you, introvert and extrovert, both are similar. His heart was bleeding, but he did not get any angry with anybody. Heart was bleeding. He was so sad, but he did not get anybody. Did not get angry with his father, with his mother, or anybody. The day came. His classmates were leaving for Madras. Now it is called Chennai. They were taking a train from Mysore to Madras. They have shared good years in school and college together. He went to the station to say goodbye and good luck to them for their future life. The day, that means the particular day has come, and his classmates are ready to leaving for Madras, that is Chennai. They were taking a train from Mysore to Madras. So at the time, Narayana Murthy was at the station. Why did he go? Because he wanted to say them goodbye. See, actually, we people, if we don't get anything, simply we stay at home. We stay at home and we went to room. Simply lock the doors. Some days we sit silently because we get angry. But here this boy did not get angry. But here the boy did not feel jealous. Here he said, he went to the station to say goodbye to his friends and his classmates. At the time he saw all his classmates and all his fellows. They were exchanging their ideas and views, and they were talking to each other just like a chirping of birds. At the station, his friends were already there. They were excited and talking loudly. The noise was like the chirping of birds. They were all excited and discussing their new hostels, new courses, etc. He was not part of it. So he stood there silently. One of them noticed and said, "You should have made it." My dear children, here, if you observe this paragraph, already his friends were there at the station. They were excited, talking talking loudly, just like a chirping of birds. The word chirping, you see, making short high sound. The birds making short sound high, like these boys and these IIT aspirants are talking. They were all excited and discussing their new hostels and new course, etc. Here the students who are leaving for Madras, who are going to be joined in IIT Madras college, they were very excited, they were very happy, and they were discussing at the time about the new courses and hostels, etc. At the time, Narayana Murthy was not part of them. That means he was not leaving, he was not going, he was not joining. There, he stood silently at the time. At the time, on the time, here among the group, one of the boy, one of his class, one of his mate understood and observed him. Then he said to Narayana Murthy, like this, "You should have made it." That is what one of the boys said to Narayana Murthy. You should have made it. That means his belief. One day definitely you should have made it. Definitely you should have gained. At the time, even, see next para. He did not reply, he only wished for all them. They waved him at the train slowly left the platform. He stood there even after he could no longer see the train or the waving hands. It was the June of 1962 in Mysore city. Monsoon had set in and it was getting dark. It had started to drizzle, yet he stood there motionless. He stood there even after he could no longer the train or waving. It was then the June. You know, the month of June, we can understand it is a monsoon set. It is the time of a monsoon set. Monsoons enter in our country. This. It was getting dark. It was getting dark. Setting began. The word setting begin, and getting dark. It started to drizzle. A light rain. The word drizzle means light rain. Started rain lightly. But he stood there motionless. Without any movement, simply he stand and look at the time which was waving at the station. This was happening to him while his friends were leaving for Madras, right? Yes. Next para, if you see, we said to himself, without anger or jealousy. All the students from the IITs study well and do big things in life, but it is not the institution. Ultimately, it is you and you alone can change your life by hard work. So, he did not get angry with anybody. He did not share his attitudes, his ideas and anything. At the time when his classmates were leaving, he stood there motionlessly. The rain started, it was drizzling. Then he stood there and said to himself, he consoled himself. How? Without anger and jealousy. That is, without anger and jealousy. Generally, human beings are they are very jealous people. But here, this boy was not jealous, and he did not get any angry about anything, about his on his father, with his family. Then simply he said to himself, see, all students from IITs do study well and do big things in life. That is what he believed and what he said to himself. But it is not the institution. But it is not the institution. Ultimately, it is you. Ultimately, that means finally, it is you and you alone who can change your life by hard work. He consoled himself and he tried to realize his life. So that's why it is not the institution. Not only the institution brings you a change. Ultimately, you alone can change your life. My dear students, here we also sometimes we have to believe ourselves. So simply, what we believe, if we go to the institutions, some of the institutions, unless you work hard, unless you do the good things in a better way, it is not possible to do the many things, and you have to. It is not possible to success. My students, here what I want to say. So Narayana Murthy he said it to himself. Ultimately, it is you and you alone can change your life by hard working. Yes, this was a very, very strange thing, and it is very, very important to our life. Yes, you can change your life. When? By doing hard work. Without doing hard work, you cannot change your life, yourself and myself and everybody. If you want to succeed, if you want to success in life, definitely you should have to do work hard. Otherwise, you cannot. First of all, you should have a willpower. And next para, if you see next para, probably he was not aware that he was following the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. Your best friend is yourself and your worst enemy is yourself. Probably he was not aware. That means he may not know. He may not know that he was following the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. So here ultimately you and you alone can change your life. That was that quote was taken from Bhagavad Gita. Probably that he may not aware, that he may not know that he was following the Bhagavad Gita. What said the Bhagavad Gita is here, your best friend is yourself. Yes, your best friend is yourself. At the same time, your worst enemy is also yourself. Please underline this one. This is Bhagavad Gita quote. Your best friend is yourself, and at the same time, your worst enemy is yourself. Later, next para. Later, he worked very hard and focused on one thing, never bothering about his personal life comforts. He shared his wealth with others. He never used the help of any caste, community, or political connection to get up of life. Later, he worked very hard. After some time, he worked very hard, focused on one thing, never bothered about his personal comforts. Focus on one thing, concentrate on one thing. He never bothered about his personal comfort. And he shared his wealth, he shared his property, he shared his money with others. And he never used the help of any caste, community, or political connection to get up in life, to develop in life, to grow up in life. He never used his caste. He never used political connections. He never used his community. He only believed his hard work to get up from his life. My children, one day you should have to remember. You should have to remember. You should get up. Yourself should not depend on anyone in his life, in your life. And next, together see, a son of a school teacher showed the other Indians it was possible to earn wealth legally and ethically. A built of 10 people who were equally good. A son of a school teacher showed other Indians it was possible to earn wealthy legally and ethically. It is possible. There was a possibility. A son of a school teacher can possible to earn wealth. Simply nowadays what we believe, it is not possible for a common people or middle class people. Yes, but here he was a poor educated family, and he said it is possible ethically and legally. He built a team of people who are equally good. Next, later he became a pioneer of India's software industry and started the information technology wave. See, what a miracles these are these the miracles? No, these are not the miracles. These are his hard work. Today he has become an icon of simplicity and compromising quality and fairness, apart from being a philanthropist. The word philanthropist, one who devotes his service for wealth or wealth for the love of mankind. He is a philanthropist. Narayana Murthy was a philanthropist. He really believes that motto. There was a motto principle. What the principle that he believes? See, powered by intellect and driven by values. So powered, the strength by intellect, intellectually strength, and driven by the values. That is his principle or his motto. He is none other than Nagavara Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys, a leading IT company in the world. So now we read the lesson is none about Narayana Murthy, the founder of Infosys, a leading IT company in the world. So it was written by Sudha Murthy. My dear children, here today, and we have completed the lesson. I will do it in the first unit. In the first unit, and as we have three sections, reading A, reading B, and reading C. And we have completed the three sections. Reading A, attitude is altitude. Reading B, every success story is also a story of great failures. And reading C, I will do it. These three lessons, is in a personality development that we consider them. My dear children, after we listen the lesson, what we have to do, and we have to develop our personality, which was very important and which leads our life into a good way in the ultimate aim. Right? So I hope that you understood well. And if you have any queries and excuse me, if you have any queries and you have to make a text me, and at the same time read the lesson, and I will upload these worksheets also through your WhatsApp, and which you have to write in your notebook. And tomorrow the one words substitutions, and I will teach you, and you should have to note it down in your notebook. Until then, bye, goodbye.